Hello and welcome to the unboxing of this very large box that Big Bad Toy Store sent me. And by sent me, I mean I ordered some things from them and paid them money. And so they sent me a box of the things I've ordered. And Big Bad Toy Store has been around for a really, really long time. Way back in the early 2010s, I would say, I bought my first toy from them, which was an alternator prowl, and back then the alternators were actually very expensive, and they're not so expensive now, but I got an alternator prowl from them, and it was the best price I could find online, which actually happens quite a bit with Big Bad Toy Store. I've heard some people slamming them for this, and it is true, they do often charge a little bit more than normal at the beginning. When everything else is out of market, you can look on Big Bad Toy Store and they will possibly have it. I have totally bought things that I couldn't find on Amazon or on eBay. They were way overpriced because the figure was pretty much out of stock anywhere else. I'd go to Big Bad Toy Store and they would have it in stock for market price. And it just so happened, I went to their store a little while ago and they had a whole bunch of Ninja Turtle stuff on sale. So I splurged a little. I spent about $100 and I got some stuff on sale. So I'm going to open this up. We're not going to get this in camera, I don't think. This box is kind of big and tall. And I'm going to show you what I got from Big Bad Toy Store. So I got 3 different items. This one is the most opened. I have the 2003 Ultimate Splinter. He was cheaper on Big Bad Toy Store, like by at least $10, I think, compared to even Amazon. So I picked him up for my '03 Turtles. I think he is my second Splinter that I own. I have like the little comic book Splinter, which I really, really love. And this is such a great Splinter that I really wanted to have this particular Splinter from my Turtles. And I have... this is a Mouser 5-pack. This was about 20 bucks, and I love Mousers. And I'm not sure exactly how big these Mousers are. I think these are all Super 7. I think everything on here was Super 7, so maybe there was a Super 7 sale. And these usually just slide right up. Oh, those are pretty big boys. And they, for some reason, they come with only 2 baby turtles and a rat. A rat with a little, he has a little headband. I don't know why there's only 2 turtles. And there's 2 size for some reason, and this must be part of something else. I'm not really sure, but I wanted the Mousers, and 20 bucks I think is a pretty, I think it was like 22 maybe. I thought that was a pretty good deal for all these Mousers. And then I have the Mousers from the comic Eastman and Laird Turtles, I think is what they call them. Where I have the other Mousers. So I never am gonna get a Foot Soldier army because the Foot Soldiers are so expensive, but I have a little bit of a Mouser army now for my Turtles to fight. And then the very last one is the Super 7 Ultimate Leonardo. I have been very slowly collecting these guys. I only have the Raphael. Now I have the Leonardo. I really like, they're kind of the OG turtle figure, but they're you know, collector grade, and they always come with this way better face than the OG face. And I saw the Raphael like at a secondhand collector store, and I liked him so much that I bought him out of the box at a collector store. I love these faces. Like, that's really all they needed, just better faces. So we're going to open these up real quick. Okay, I got everything out. I will tell you what, Super 7 does not play around when it comes to packaging things. It is so hard to get everything out of those little plastic packs. These things, they like hold everything in. I broke a nail. As you can see, this was way long and I broke it, and I still got to trim it a bit because it's still ripped right there. But it was a fight, especially, and I remember I had the same problem with the 2003 turtles, that it was just so hard to get the heads out. They just fill every space. I literally had to go in the back with an X-Acto knife and just like slowly cut away the plastic to get him out. But here we are. Here is the Ultimates Leo. He just looks like a bigger version of the OG toy, only he's got quite a bit more motion. And if you're not familiar, the OG turtles, I used to have one on my desk, but I don't anymore. But the OG turtles didn't bend at the knees, and they certainly didn't bend here. They were in like this squat position, and it was really just like the most awkward positioning, and it was really hard to get them to stand up because it looked like they would be kind of like this, and it looked like that they just had no business being able to stand up by themselves because the pose was just so awkward. These hip joints are like way loose. Not horribly loose like you would lose anything, but they are just super easy to move. But yeah, so he stands like a normal person. So I'm sure you can get him to stand up. Possibly not on the carpet. But he looks good. He's got... This is cute. This is a little different than what the OG one has. But, let's see. Slide that in. I like this. So this one goes on the bottom, and then you got one more that goes on top. I like that. Oh, one falls out. This one's pretty tight. Putting it in wrong. Yeah, this one feels super loose. But this looks cool, even though, like, I feel like if he kicked back, he's gonna slice himself. That's why they're covered. These are also really long for this figure. They go almost, like, they go to his calves. Usually the scabbard starts about here on Leonardo's. So they're not quite so far down towards cutting the legs, whether or not the swords are actually exposed. So I think, like, this would have worked, this would have looked way better, like, up here, but this is still a cool idea. I really like that. For some reason, I'm very interested in how Leo stores his swords with different figures. I find it really interesting. And we are going to change this head because I much prefer this head. This is actually very much 2003 looking head. This looks more like the promo art for 2003. I went and quickly looked at my DVDs to see if I could find the picture I was thinking of in my head. I swear it's somewhere. I've got a picture of it somewhere in my apartment because I can picture it so clearly. If I can find the graphic I'm thinking of, I'll post it on screen. But we are going to remove this head and pop this head on. I usually can't do it on camera because just the... Oh, I did it! Usually, like, I have to lean forward to be in the camera, and I usually can't get enough leverage being in this posture. I'll probably... Hi, Dinah. And the head went right on. This was super easy. I think this was the easiest head I have ever put on and off. Maybe the Raphael was just as good. I can't remember. It's been a while. I've had the Raphael probably like two years now. But now I have the Leo. I just need the other two. I think he was the cheaper of the three that I still need. He was about $40, I think, which is pretty much how much you want to pay for these guys. Even though they came out a couple years ago. Not bad. I feel like his neck is super long, but I think that's as deep as that neck joint goes. He gets a long neck. And we'll just quickly go through. He has a bunch of hands. He's got his holding hands and the fists. And this one is the throwing star hand. I had to check. It stays in there pretty good, actually. And those of you who are used to the OG figures knows that you get like a little... This almost looks like a weapon rack where you can just like hang it on the wall and it's got all the weapons, or like it, you know, it stands by itself. I don't know. It does feel... Oh, like this. Is it supposed to be like this? Maybe once we're on the carpet. But yeah, like some kind of weapon rack. And then the very same weapons, I think they're all here. The very same weapons, they also painted them really nice for us. So you get the OG experience and then the elevated experience. And they come with the turtle communicator. This thing has had many names. The T-cell, the shell cell, and in the OG cartoon, I believe they called it the turtle communicator, but it's open and closed. I love these. I love when I get these. And of course, pizza. And that is it for this one. And I'm so happy to have him. My Raphael, because I only have Raphael, I leave him out. And so he's just been on my desk by himself for a long time to kind of remind me that I want the others. But I'm sure he'll be so thrilled that Leonardo is the one I got. Next we have the Mouser set, which is kind of a confusing set. The Mousers I love. Like, I think I might even repaint some of these guys so we can get some different colors. Like, maybe paint at least a couple of them in chrome. We have 3 that are normal looking, and then 2 of them that have kind of battle damage. And they have a little bit of articulation. These move. There's no head articulation. I swear I have a Mouser that has articulation. I'll have to dig him out. And then the mouth opens and closes, and I actually I wasn't sure if this opened and closed. This was really hard to open, but the battle damage one is a little bit easier. Some of these may need to go in hot water because, like I said, one of these, let's see if I can get, yeah. That first time, you gotta really push. And then let's look at the other things they came with. This is the confusing part, because these Mousers, we know the Mousers were built after the mutation. The Mousers came in when the turtles were already Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then we got Mousers. So I don't know why exactly we got 2 turtles. Why only 2? I don't know. And they're exactly the same. They're cute. They have this weird, like, alien expression on their face. It's kind of uncanny valley. They're like, come with us and be happy. They're cute. And then we get this rat that already looks extremely intelligent, and he's got a little headband, which is cute. But I don't know, like, these don't relate with this. These are 2 different timelines. And for some reason, they just come with Raphael's size. Like, I need more weapons and a pizza, and it comes with, and this pizza is like neon compared to Leo's pizza. This thing is, but it's got extra toppings, so it is a super, this, compared to this, I was like, this is the most normal looking pizza, but compared to this pizza looks like it's been sitting on the street for like a week. But yeah, I don't know why we got this. Like, and I'll never say no to a can of ooze either. I always love me a can of ooze, but they just don't make any sense. I don't know what to do with 2 turtles. And Raphael's size. This, of course, would be a remote for these. What they, like, if they just wanted to add more stuff, so maybe they felt like, because I got this on sale for like $22, so I don't know what this originally retailed for, but if they thought maybe they needed to add more stuff for the price value, I would have liked to see just more pieces, like a head or a jaw or a leg. So, you know, if you made a diorama, you'd have pieces of the Mousers around, and you know, the turtles are fighting and that kind of thing. Like, I would have been perfectly happy with that. I don't need this. Not for this set. It just makes no sense. But I am happy for my Mousers. I don't know. There's something about these mousers. Every time I get a mouser, I am happy as can be. So 20 bucks well spent, if you ask me. And lastly, we have the 2003 Splinter, and I am, spoiler alert, I am so happy with him. I really, really like him. I'm so glad I got him. Here's his, he comes with a bunch of hands, and I don't know why these hands just tickle me, but they're just so big with the long fingers. I love them. I love all the hands. There's just, I don't know, something about it makes me happy. Maybe because I'm so used to seeing big blunt turtle fingers, and then we got these long fingers. My camera has not been wanting to focus lately, but good set, good variation of hands. He comes with 4 turtles, and they're so tiny. They're so itty bitty. Look, compared to, they just fit. They fit in his hand, and they're so small. These are the smallest baby turtles I have. I have many baby turtles. These are the smallest ones I have. Oh, I'm gonna have to put them in a special bag so I don't lose them. And then we have this extra head, which is him, probably like meditating. Very interesting. This, like, is very interesting where his head is, because I saw this first, and then the head, I finally managed to get this head out. So this part would stay on, I would assume, and this part only removes. So he's got like little extra plumage, extra fluff. But he is such a great figure. He's got a joint here, kind of. It just swivels. And then a joint here. And anytime they do a Splinter that has like a robe, you wonder what they're going to do, and I think Super 7 did the right thing. His robe is not material, but it is this really, really pliable plastic. Like, it's just so easy to manipulate. It's practically material. You can see, like, it's very loose. It's loose back here too, where he can flash you, but I think it's fine. So you can pose him, like he can do a wider stance, or he could probably even, I don't know if he could do like a sit pose, like he's meditating. Could he go on his knees? Oh, he might. There we go. This knee. We could, maybe. And then he's got this tail. I love this tail too. Make it, ooh, you can hear that. Maybe he can go on his knees. Yeah, he can kind of go on his knees. Yeah. And this thing doesn't get in the way. And if you want to see, you know, I like to look underneath and just see how the action figure works. So you have a full-bodied action figure, and just this really pliable plastic. It looks like he has a double joint. This one is really tight. Let me see if this one, because I haven't dunked him in hot water or anything. There is a little bit. This moves, but I don't know. This one can't move. Like, it's just a little bit. And then we get this. We got this joint up in here. Still pretty good range of motion for what you have to work with this character design, but I love him. And I bet you he stands by himself, unlike his sons. His stupid sons are on my desk, but I have them sitting. They sit on the edge of my desk because they do not stand by themselves. They kind of suck. They're not good at that. But I'm pretty sure this Splinter stands by himself when I'm not trying to pose him on the carpet. I'm not really seeing what I'm doing because I got an aerial view of him. I'm really, really happy with all 3 of my purchases. I got them all for a pretty good deal. Splinter was the most expensive. I think he was around like 50 bucks, maybe 55. And I think the turtles were 60. Was that how much they were? 60 each? So I got him for a pretty good deal, and I'm very happy with him. I'm very curious still with NECA. When they should be coming out with the 2012 Splinter. He is, I believe he's currently on pre-order. I don't usually pre-order, I just hope to find them at Target. I did see a video or two of people worried that he's just pretty much like one solid piece of plastic that maybe rotates at the waist because that's what he looks like. Like, if I was doing the Splinter, I would, have him normal, at least up top. And then from the waist down, it would be made of plastic like this. And then he would have full legs underneath. And I think we're just not sure what he's made of. Like, I was very, very curious to see how they were going to make him because he has a robe that goes all the way to the floor. And he doesn't stand crouched. Like, he has like fully long legs and then his robe goes to the floor. So I think a lot of us are super curious as to how he's going to be when we have him in hand, and I really hope to see him at Target because I do want him for my 2012 Turtles. And I think that's it for now. I hadn't purchased any new Ninja Turtle stuff in a while because just nothing's been coming out. I did the Stan Sakai. They were okay. They're not my favorite set. They're cute, but I really like the Splinter. The next thing you may see from me is, of course, 2012 Splinter, and then I am looking forward to the G.I. Joe Ninja Turtle crossover. Mostly for everybody else. I want to see other people open them up and really enjoy them because I think people are. I think people are going to really, really enjoy that set. The only one I want from that set is the Slash. So I will be getting him for sure, and I will unbox him. But other than that, I wasn't anticipating doing much Ninja Turtle stuff until I ran into this sale. But I still love Ninja Turtles. I'm reading a lot of the comics. I keep meaning to start doing some Ninja Turtle comic reviews, but that requires, like I like to read them to remind myself with what we're going to cover, and I just haven't had time to sit down and read lately. But that is it from me. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Okay, bye.